Hello and good morning. Ooh, this is kind of bright. It is Tuesday morning. I really have no idea of the time, but I did want to just come in, make my presence known, wish you all a wonderful week, and also touch on a bit of wisdom from our book, Ask, and It Is Given. So I've been delving through this, marking it up, highlighting away, and today I thought it would be really great to go over our emotional guidance system. So I'm not sure if some of you are aware, but our bodies have the ability to give us all of the answers that we need in life. So if anyone is out there who is a seeker and who's really good with asking others about truth and opinions and advisements, that's all well and good. You know, it's really great to get different perspectives, different outlooks. Please remember, first and foremost, you have the answers within. And for those who are doubters, you can tend to your emotional guidance system and check in with it to get the answers that you need for any situation in life. So your emotional guidance system, if I'm to turn to page 114, we have a list here, and you can see once you get past all that light. The list goes from 1 through 22, and it's a range of emotions. And of course, down at the bottom, or actually the top of 22, will be your lower vibrational thoughts. Okay, so we're talking about way down at 22 is fear, grief, depression, despair, and powerlessness. When we move up to 18, we've got revenge. 14 through 16 is worry, blame, and discouragement. So we're talking about your lower vibrational thoughts, those situations that come your way where you may be a little bit stuck in victim mode or really attached to your story surrounding the situation and feeling victimized by it. Those are situations that are, of course, are lower vibrational. Your emotional guidance system will let you know where you're at, okay? It's actually quite simple. And then, of course, at the bottom, which is number 1, which to us is the top, joy, knowledge, empowerment, freedom, love, and appreciation. That's way up at the top. And that's your number 1. And of course, and that's what I'm striving for. 2 is passion. 3 is enthusiasm, eagerness, and happiness. And then of course we go down. There's positivity. There's optimism. Number 6 is hopefulness. 7 is contentment. 8 slips into boredom. So you see where 8 is starting to go down to pessimism, and then we get to frustration, irritation, and impatience. So as I'm going through life, okay, and somebody asked me to do something. My first thought is, Susan, are you inspired to do this? What's your body telling you? Because I am going to say this again, and a lot of folks, hey, Francisca, a lot of folks tend to be in a bit of conflict with this because it is perceived as a very selfish nature to check in with self and see how self is doing and what self wants, what self desires. And oh my, were we not taught that checking in with self and figuring out what self wants comes second, because everyone else comes first. And yeah, other people do get to be a part of, but you are first and foremost. And your journey in life is all about finding your joy and well-being. That is it. And sorry to say this, but finding joy and finding well-being is an extremely selfish quest. And you get to do this because you are valued and important. So know that your emotional guidance system will let you know if you are inspired to do something or not. Okay, so what do we do about those people that are really down in the vibrational thought? Like they're stuck in revenge and hatred, jealousy, insecurity. Like the world is just toppled on them, and they are feeling the weight, and it is next to impossible to get from their feeling of insecurity, guilt, and unworthiness that's at number 21 all the way up, jumping to joy, knowledge, empowerment, freedom, love, and appreciation. You know, hey Teresa, that's my alpha bestie right there. So it's really hard to jump from 22 all the way up to 1. I mean, we're not asking you to do that. That's actually insane. That's inauthentic. And making a jump from that lower vibrational thought to something higher, way up top. I mean, come on, guys. You're not fooling anybody. Don't do it. Okay? So then what do you do in those instances? And this is going to wrap it up. So page 114 was your list of emotions and where you might be on that emotional guidance system or scale. But if you flip over to page 119, for the folks who are feeling like they're in that low vibration and feeling like they can't get out, something has happened in this life, current time, where they're like, no, I'm giving up. I'm giving up. The ask is for you to find a way to talk yourself up the emotional scale, okay? Talk yourself up the emotional scale gradually. Nobody's asking you to make a jump from here all the way up there. It's not going to work, guys. It's just not going to work. So page 119, I do want to give you a couple examples just to show you how simple it is to talk yourself up the emotional scale gently. And why is this so important? Because your feelings are so important. Your feelings are your direction. Your feelings are your guidance system. They give you all your answers in life, okay? But you want the way that you're feeling to be authentic. So if you're stuck way down at jealousy, they don't give jealousy as an example. Let's say that you're stuck at rage. We'll go to the first one. I'm furious. Well, you know what? Some people might argue that rage is not a good feeling. If it gets you out of a depression, then hell yeah, jump to your rage, okay? So rage gives a feeling of relief from depression, grief, despair, fear, guilt, or powerlessness. So if you're feeling any of those things, get into rage. Is it the optimal high vibration thought? No. Is it a step up? Absolutely. And will it get you to that top place quicker? Absolutely. Okay? So what if you're feeling overwhelmed with something? You're just pressure. I can't move. So much is going on. I cannot move, and there's so much to do. If you actually, that gives you a feeling of relief from blame. So if you're somebody who's like, oh, my life is this way because of that person, that person, that person, they are suggesting that you take on a feeling of overwhelmed maybe. And then maybe you can get to the next step, right? Overwhelmed, nobody wants to be stuck in overwhelmed. So overwhelmment, it says, irritation, go to irritation. You know, I'm miffed. Go ahead and go through your processes. You know, people get to the point where they're like, I'm not supposed to be feeling these lower vibrational things. I need to do something to shift and get out of this. Yes. Remember to be gentle to yourself through the process and take the time that you need. And this is a beautiful guideline on how to do that. Okay, so folks, I spoke on page 114 and I spoke on page 119. Go ahead and give that a look-see. Also, I would like to gauge some interest here. We do have kind of a low participation in the Sunday night calls, and you know what? That's fine. This is not supposed to be an interruption to your life. This is supposed to be an enhancement. So I do want to ask, if people are open to having a call, let's say on Thursday night, maybe this week or next week, with the intent of assisting people in getting into their vortex. A lot of people get confused on how to talk themselves up into that higher vibrational place that gets them super excited about the possibilities and the things that they want in life. And then the challenging part on top of that is announcing, putting out that intent, getting super excited, feeling it in your body, knowing that it's going to happen. And then here comes the challenging part, letting it go, okay? Vortex support. I would love to have a group call with folks who are desiring something in life and not knowing how to make that happen. I think that we can have a really quick half hour, depending on who's on the call, session where everyone is in support of getting people into the vortex. And you'll get to see what that looks like once that call is scheduled. So please leave a comment in the comments field to let me know if you have interest in jumping into that vortex and feeling what that's like and getting support in that area. And if so, what night of the week would work best for you? Okay, Thank you, Francisca. I see you both watching. Teresa, lovely to have your presence here. I hope you have a wonderful week. And I'm always going to say there is great love here for you. I know that that's Abraham's line, but I so feel it. Everyone is welcome here. Everyone is loved and supported. And this life thing can be easy or this life thing can be challenging. It's all how we choose to perceive it. Trust that emotional guidance system, folks. Have a great day.